It's the post-match pint from Hotel Tier. Happy birthday to Hotel Tier. They opened a year ago. They've let us come in here and film this every week, which is very, very kind of them. And we're here again and we're talking about the Reds being fucking boss. Chelsea are a good side, obviously. Chelsea come to disrupt, Chelsea come to annoy us, Chelsea come to get in our face and, you know, spoil the party again. And we're the ones having the fucking party. So enjoy your trip back to London. It didn't fucking work. Mo Salah's brilliant. There's dickheads in this world that want to make him feel unwelcome in this country. We fucking love the fella, and what a fucking goal. Got Damien Cavani, got Jay McKenna.
And that's the end.
That's the post-match prize.
Good night. Liverpool are boss.
Jay, it was fucking great, wasn't it, mate?
Oh, it was brilliant. You know, I think every fan will have had that moment at half time, thinking almost a bit of, oh, here we go again. Because that game, there was a pattern in that first half that was awfully like 2014, where there was lots of frustration.
Yeah,
they were trying, and I don't think in the same way that Mourinho started to do it, but they were just trying to frustrate Liverpool, stop us getting a bit of a pattern of play going, and we actually got dragged down to their level, and the fans then were getting on top and getting really anxious, and we were just doofing it. There was no shape, and at half time you're thinking, oh God, and my mate said to me, he went, oh, you coming home with us? I was like, no, I'm doing a post-match pint, and he was like, yeah, let's hope we score, and I was thinking, all I think is, oh please, just don't be horrible, and then needing not fucking worried because Mo Salah just decided to fucking make us all smile, didn't he?
What a goal, what a goal.
Sensational.
I mean, Damien as well, there's a pattern emerging here as well. Jay's mentioned the pattern. There's a pattern in the first half that we didn't like to see, and it was a pattern that seemed to be working. You know, Chelsea frustrating us, being physical. They picked a big and strong side there, by the way.
I mean, what they're supposed to do.
But second half though, like how many times have we started a second half, particularly at Anfield, really, really well, and we did it again.
Well, obviously, Jürgen's given the German version of the hairdryer treatment, whatever that is. So look, I'll Google that word tonight, you know.
Can't wait to see you next time.
Oh, it's getting thrown in, yeah. In fact, I'll do it when you're talking. You know, I've got to say this about, I admire this team, I admire the approach that we've got, and I understand what you're saying there about, you know, you're saying, oh, there's a pattern here about 2014. The media's throwing the fans down there. The fans are allowed to be fans and be emotional and whatever have you. This team today, on the most emotional weekend that we can have, in a title running, which is emotional as well, so there's another one. Then you've got this thing where the media's constantly throwing in the big heartache of him a few years ago.
And City won before.
All that business.
Etc.
This team played the game and not the occasion. This team went, Chelsea are good, they're going to get the ducks in a row, they've got professional pride, they've got a Champions League place to play for. The team didn't panic. Chelsea had their moments, particularly when they went 2-0 down, so they threw what they could at us and whatever have you, and we got out of it. But we deservedly won. But to my mind, it was the approach of how professional their players were and the management were. They went, we're going to feed off the energy of the crowd, but we're not going to get sucked into any anxiety. We've got a job to do. We're boss. That's how I feel.
I think Liverpool have done that in the last
very
few weeks.
Controlled,
And today's where it's all come together on such an occasion. Yeah. But Southampton's an example for whatever the game goes, you're still thinking Liverpool have got something in them. And I think even the fans, aside from a moment in a period, I think in the first half, I'd describe it as, there was just the calmest, like Portugal to Tommy first half. Everyone was just singing at a normal pace, nice and relaxed, and it's been noticeable how we've been like, nah, we deserve to be here.
Correct.
Like, and I think in 13-14 there was a thing where we were like, oh God, we've got to
seize this opportunity.
We've ended up in this situation, whereas now it's like, no, Liverpool deserve to be here. There's a professionalism, and I think there's a feeling and a noticeable thing amongst the players where they're like, no, we can do this. And then there was after we go 2-0 up, they look great. They're suddenly cutting us open. Higuain's released Hazard. They have a couple of chances and you're thinking, oh God, there we go. Here's them putting a bit of pressure on. And we panicked for a bit, and that happens in games. And all the fans are wondering and then before you know it, Liverpool were just like, no, we're just now going to stop again. We're going to slow the ball down. We're going to pass the ball out. And we've done that. And we just killed it then. And it was just nice and easy. It's great to see.
It's 85 points now, which is the second biggest figure we've ever won in the Premier League era, if you want to call it that. Second biggest figure since we last won the league. 85 points, still with four to go as well. And listen, you know, these Reds deserve every credit, don't they? They've been phenomenal. But also as well, to me, there's a spirit about this side. And I think it's what Jay's touching on as well, in that they can step it up, they know how to manage a game, they know where to go for the throat. They went for the throat, Chelsea didn't have an answer, and then an absolutely barnstorming goal from both sides.
It was, well, by goal of the season.
Have you watched it back?
I'm saying this, I'm watching it, it's on the telly now, here's the goals.
It's an absolute...
I think
this is Henderson's little highlights reel, because he was very good today, by the way, as a captain.
Henderson was very good,
captain's performance today.
I mean, this is obviously making great fucking YouTube.
You watch it.
It's like a fucking giant version of Gogglebox, this, innit? We'd be boss on that, by the way.
There's the end going in there, which I think no one's going to mention, are they? You know, but
I love Henderson celebrates in front of us there. Where I am in 103, he celebrates in front of us, and you could see it meant.
And he celebrates the goal as if we scored it ourselves.
But even when Henderson runs off there, it means a lot. And there was just, he put himself out there for Liverpool today as a proper captain's performance. And it was that, again, there are things that remind you of bits and stuff like that. But in 13-14, when he was, he was a linchpin of that team. And when he was suspended against Chelsea, he'd done all the media stuff. And now it's like he's carrying that as captain. Whatever people think of his abilities and how Liverpool should and shouldn't play and what his role might be in the team, he knows what it means to take some responsibility, and he does that for the team. And today he was everywhere for them. And he offered an awful lot going forward. And that cross for the goal, lots of players would have tried to hit that hard and low, and he just floated it up back post, man. He banged.
Oh, sensational! And what I also liked about it, we all know who our best goalie is. We all know. And on current form, that was the best back forward he could have picked today. We all know the best attack. And we all know how energetic and how much is asked of Liverpool's midfield. So I thought the substitutions today were boss. Obviously, Keita plays, and the idea for Keita is to keep running and break some line, go through a couple of lines and whatever. Now, we're 2-0, you don't need that no more. So let's get some energy on. And how good was Wijnaldum? Because not long after he came on, Hazard does Trent on one side, crosses the ball over, and just when it looks like Chelsea going to come in, a moment, there's Gini coming in, and then he not only intercepts it, he brings it forward, he shields it, and he cools it all down. You know what I mean? And then Jimmy Milner coming on as well, sort of saying, well, there's one captain going off and there's another one coming on. The energy levels, I thought they were prompt substitutions. It wasn't like 75 minutes in. It was like game management, let's have it now, substitutions. And I think that's where Jürgen's grown as well, and the belief in the squad and the versatility has grown.
Do you know what their roles and responsibilities are? And whatever happens this season, it gives you great confidence for the Champions League. It gives you great confidence, I think, for Liverpool moving forward. They say, no, this is where we will, not where we deserve to be, not where we aim to be, where we will be. We're here, we're not going anywhere else. We are at that level.
It's clear we're on a journey, isn't it? It's clear we're on a journey and on an upwards one. There's an improvement from last season, an improvement from the season before.
That's what I mean. You look at that list. I was putting it out on Twitter to say, we got 86, we got 80.
Just watch the goal there, sorry,
we got 82. We're going to be constantly up there. Whatever happens, Liverpool deserve every credit for this season. Whatever happens, it's out of our control what Man City do. If they get 98 points and we get 97, we're fucking good on you, and it's going to be heartbreaking in one way. But in another way, you can look at it and say, these are a fucking great side. They're not going anywhere. They're all signed to contracts. You've got people like Trent who are just going to get better and better and better. And, the one for me that isn't being mentioned enough in the last few games, I think he's been absolutely brilliant and essential to Liverpool, Bobby Firmino.
Oh, he's great, isn't he?
He's fucking brilliant, mate. I was just watching him today. Where you just get a thing and you think, I'm going to keep an eye on him for whatever reason, just in your... And I was watching him, and he's so vital to us.
What a link man, he's another one. Back,
but he's another one where he seems to sense when it's time to go for it, when it's time to turn on the flicks, when it's time to get stuck in. He's a very, very clever player, isn't he?
We're lucky to have him. I think we're lucky to have a manager who appreciates him and puts him into that system. When he came to the club, he wasn't playing anywhere near where he is now.
His strength's incredible as well. There was a moment in the... I can't remember when it was, first half, second half, first half thing, and he just turns and he runs through 2 or 3 men. Keeps the ball tight, so they're all over and he's holding them off. And I had this moment where I was thinking, he's not like number 9. What kind of job's he doing here? He's just playing like as an attacker. And I always got to think of, and I do think it's coming, someone like a Wayne Rooney, where he's got this just ability to just shield the ball, brush them off, run through, buys the foul, or they can play a pass or can score a goal. He doesn't do one particular thing extremely well. He does a collection of things really well for the team. It was great to see, and then that, because he's occupying so many of their players, me and Salah can go out wide. Because Salah played so far wide today at times, and that's because he doesn't need to be next to Bobby, because Bobby can deal with 2 or 3 of their players. Bobby can get that attention and it gives him space, and it offers us so much then, because then suddenly Salah's one-on-one with the full-back and they're panicking, and he's trying to get round them and get a ball into the box, and they panic then. You notice times where Chelsea then were just all over the show. They didn't quite know what to do, so Liverpool build on that then in the end, I think. where they keep getting to a place where they're thinking, well, right, oh no, the pressure's on these now, and then Chelsea's head starts to go, and then we like just decide, oh, we'll crank this up a bit again here.
Yeah.
We're just going to turn up, and that's happened. We scored the goal,
yeah,
and
at
I'm like, what's this now?
At 2-0, he threw the haymakers at us, didn't he? He went for it, like, and the game got stretched, and at 2-0,
to be fair, there were some good digs, like...
Weren't he? Because, you know, you're talking about Eden Hazard, what a class player. I mean, you'd sign him tomorrow, wouldn't you? And you'd rotate him in our squad, no fucking danger, would you? Do you know what I mean?
I loved how you said he'd rotate
Yeah,
him in the squad, like, as if...
For any Chelsea fans watching, yeah, he might get in.
Yeah.
No, we get in every other week.
Do you think he'll take a Mane's place or that?
No, exactly, but that's, you know, that's world-class strength, isn't it? You know, but he was so good and he was so dangerous. I mean, what a boss save that was by Alisson off him, and then what a boss clearance as well. You know, when a defender was properly alert to someone who's absolutely lightning and world-class. But they throw the haymakers at us and we survive it. The game was stretched and then we condensed it back down again. And after about 5 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer, then the third goal for us looked far more likely than the first goal for them. I mean, you know, what more can you ask? You know, they're a good side. They threw it at us. We've
answered the question today.
Yeah, big one. And what's annoying about Chelsea is that you see them like, did they get beat by Everton?
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you up to there with the players you've got getting beat by them? They always come here and turn it on. They've got something about, they don't like Liverpool, the fans don't like Liverpool.
Only as much as I don't like them.
Yeah, but
there's a thing about wanting to upset a team like Liverpool now, though, in that, you know, we're competing with them or where they would like their place to be. And I think it'll be a question City will have to answer when they play Tottenham and when they play United.
Absolutely.
In that it's like, can we go and spoil the party? And that's what Chelsea done in 14. That's what Chelsea wants to do today. Let's spoil the party. Everyone likes to do that. You like to turn up against a team who think they're great. Whether it's Sunday League, whether it's Saturday, whether it's five-a-side with your mates, these think they're great. Well, I'm going to spoil their party. You might not be as, you know you're not as good as them, you know you can't go toe-for-toe for them, but if you can spoil their party, you'll get a bit of satisfaction out of that. And that's what Chelsea wanted to do. And Liverpool, again, just looked accomplished. Yeah. And we've answered the question today. City, you know, we've had that gap, we're playing Chelsea, there's all, you know, the history of this fixture, there's
all the noise in the media.
And all the media, you know, the BBC had a big thing on it today.
I know,
things you didn't know from that match.
I know, like, the psychology of it and all that.
No, not that. There was a piece about the slip.
And all
Here's a video we've made from the game when Gerrard
and all the things you might not remember that happened. No, mate, we do remember what happened. We remember what's this going on, mate. Yeah.
But, you know, the Independent did a big article on it as well. It's been everywhere all week. It
just shows you.
Liverpool,
a lot of media, is titillation. It meant fuck all. I mean, you know, Jürgen in the press conference was talking about it, wasn't it? You know, there's nothing the same.
But if we hadn't answered that question today,
you're spot on.
Then it would have been a thing.
Going back to what I'm saying, for the fans and the media, they understood it. The players just went, "This has got fuck all to do with us."
So they've answered the question. Now City have to go and answer questions. City have got to go and try and respond in the second leg of the Champions League side. They've got to go to Tottenham. They've got to play against Tottenham at the weekend, then they've got to play United. Liverpool have said, well, come on, we'll just keep doing our bit. If City win all their games and win the league, sound. But Liverpool today have sent out a statement, a few games out to say, lads, we're not throwing this away. You might win it, but we're not going to throw it away now.
Yeah, and the two of us being rivals, Man City are a fabulous side. I've got nothing against them. You know, great. You know, I like Guardiola. I think the football he plays is great. But we keep asking each other the questions, don't we? Do you know what I mean? And each time someone wins, the other team becomes second favourites almost, you know, like 49.5% that they're going to win it. And we keep doing it to them. Now, what we're doing in the home stretch here is, as long as we keep winning, it's not like 10 games away. We said, well, we might not win twice. Yeah. Now it looks like we're going to keep winning. So we're putting Man City in a position where, with your schedule, you've got to only not win once. And we might just need a bit of luck, or a bit of fatigue, or a bit of whatever it is.
City have got to keep playing 90 minutes. All right, Liverpool have got to do their part, sides of the bargain. But I think in a way though, because of that, we're not applying as much pressure to the players. We're aware of what could occur. We're excited by it. We are probably getting a bit carried away by it. But I don't think even today inside the ground, I didn't have this sense of any more so than our fans just being really angsty at times that it was getting to them. That it was, you know, the pressure of it was getting to them. It's this thing of, well, no, we're just going to keep doing our bit. And if City win, it's on. Go on.
Yeah, the mental strength on display from Liverpool is absolutely phenomenal. I think, you know, you've seen lots of sportswomen in different situations, different sports. When it gets to this stage, it gets to them. They get the yips and they throw it all away. Liverpool aren't going to do that. Liverpool aren't doing that. Liverpool week after week are winning. Is it 6 or 7? 7 on the spin, I think it is now. It's absolutely brilliant. The record at Anfield's brilliant. The top of the league, they've won 85 points. listen, what a great Liverpool side we're watching. This has been the post-match pint. One last message just before we go. I just wanted to say, it is that time of year. You know what I'm talking about. If you've got friends and family who need a little bit of support at this time of year, speak to them, pick up the phone, go and see them, make them a cup of tea, buy them a present, give them a cuddle, shake their hands, whatever. It's that time of year, so do your bit. That's been the post-match pint. Up the fucking Reds.
Top of the league, boys.
That's right.
Hello, this is a little insert. It's John Gibbons with Craig Hannon, just to tell you a little bit about what we've got planned over the next month or so. The big news, Craig, is we're launching the new app. There's been demand for the app for a long time. You're excited. People should be excited too.
Definitely, yeah. I've been playing about with it for about the last couple of weeks, and I'm so excited about it. It'll have everything in one place, and that's what our subscribers and our listeners have asked for since I've started at the Anfield Wrap. It's when you're going to get an app, and you'll be able to get the videos, you'll be able to get all of our podcasts, you'll be able to get the writing in there as well. So yeah, really excited about it.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I've had a little play with it too, and it just, as Craig says, allows us to access everything we do in one place. So I know a few people have said, oh, I'd maybe go, like to see the writing a bit more, but I don't think to go into the website or whatever, and I understand that. So this will be everything in one place, and no matter what you want to do, listen to stuff it'll only ever be kind of 2 or 3 clicks away. So that is really exciting. A few people have asked as well that I know that you like to kind of listen to your podcast on your own podcast app or whatever, or watch the videos through the website. You'll still be able to do all of that. So however you currently consume what we do, you'll still be able to kind of do that. But the app will just make it easier. It'll make it, as I say, 2 or 3 clicks away, and it'll just be everything in one place, so more convenient for you guys.
You'll be able to Chromecast as well, which is an exciting one for me. Yeah, you'll be able to watch us on your TV, which I'm sure is a positive. Would you say it's a positive?
Huge news for Craig's mum. Also, as part of this, there will be a bit of a price change. So we've kept the same prices since we launched back in 2015, which is we launched Tour Play. We figured out the sky, to be honest with you, we went for £5 a month. We're changing that slightly just because, obviously, since then the company's changed a lot. We offer a lot more. We're producing a lot more content. We've invested a lot in technology and in people, employing people here in Liverpool. And so we're just making some changes to the pricing. So all the audio is going up to 7, or the video is going up to 7, or you can have everything for £10. So we think that's a good price, a fair price for kind of what we're doing now, Craig.
Definitely. I think the sheer amount of content that we create, both podcasts and videos, it's over 60 podcasts a month. It's at least 10 videos a week, and I know Talking Reds will remain free for anyone that watches that, but the likes of the post-match pint, the preview, the second look, the stats show, and there's a host of other ones that Neil's been telling me about that he's dead excited about as well. It'll be on there. So we really think it's worth it, and I think that it gives us the opportunity to push on and become better and create better video, because that's ultimately what we're trying to do every day, isn't it? It's about trying to become the best that fan media can possibly be. Exactly.
There's going to be lots more of these inserts, both on the video and the audio, so hopefully between all these we'll tell you the full story, so you know what to expect when we do make the changes in April. If you've got any questions in the meantime, kind of do give us a shout. But yeah, as Craig says, we're confident that the Anfield Wrap's going to continue to be the best place best place to get all your LFC content, and the best people of sharing the journey of supporting Liverpool. So we hope you come with us on this really exciting next stage.